But just the general kind of swashbuckling kind of, you know,
That's
Pirates
a rum.
of the Caribbean.
Course,
You know, who wants? You know, what would you rather be, Johnny Depp or, you know,
the other one?
Yeah, the other one, who actually then became a pirate. You know, you want to be a pirate.
Yeah, good point. Okay, I'll take that on board. Hello and welcome to Bournemouth. We're here at Bannatyne Digital Headquarters and I'm with Steve Foster, the Managing Director. Hello, Steve.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Very well indeed, thank you.
Good stuff. So, a couple questions then about yourself and how you got started in business. What was your inspiration?
I wanted to make some money. I was 19 and I read a book about how to make money from the music business, and I bought 3 cassette decks, you know, the old tape decks, you know, before CDs, you know, these tapes, and I started running off tapes for local bands, so it'd be like 20 copies here, 30 copies, and then I got into the dance music scene, and all of a sudden within about 3 years we were manufacturing millions of cassettes a year, and I owned one of the biggest dance brands called Dreamscape, which do these huge dance parties, and I owned CD manufacturing companies, cassette manufacturing company, 3 recording studios, a clothing line, clothing shops. It just expanded. You know, I was 24, and really it was like, God, how did that happen? And looking back, it was just, you know, I just kind of went for it. You know, it was fun.
Cool.
You know, business has got to be fun. You know, you know, in my opinion, you can be edgy, and I think it's what business requires. It requires an edge.
Yeah, I think
Different. You know, you've got to have something about you. Otherwise, you just blend into the masses.
so. What should an SME be doing to push themselves to the next level to make a successful business?
Well, the first thing I have an issue with is the word SME, that small business thing.
Yeah.
Because I believe that like Apple started in a garage with 2 people. I believe that actually you can create whatever you want to create. So I would get out of the mindset of thinking small business.
Okay.
I would be thinking, actually, that's my dream. So if let's use the word SME, but say that's you. You should be thinking, actually, what's the end goal? What does it look like when it's finished? Get a picture of that in your mind, and then just take massive action towards it, and ignore all the stuff that comes along the way in terms of the roadblocks and the obstacles, and you know, they're just learning curves. So it's just about taking massive action.
And so your one sort of message to, not SMEs, sorry, what's the word to use in place of SMEs? Do you have one?
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
I love that word.
Entrepreneur.
I love the word entrepreneur. It just says I'm going after something. I'm going after a vision.
Okay.
An SME to me just kind of saying a small business guy, you know, trying to get by, no, be an entrepreneur, you know, and feel it. Part of the thing about success is feeling the success before you get it. It's becoming that person before you become it. Living the dream before you actually arrive. You know, fake it before you make it, and all that kind of jazz. Well, just, you know, business, you know, is a bit of an act. You know, every day it's like showtime. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm about. This is, you know, because if you don't believe in yourself, how on earth are your customers and your staff and anybody else you want to do business with going to believe in you if you don't? So it's about getting your body language right. It's about saying, this is what I'm going after, and just going for it. And it's not always easy, and I appreciate that. But if you believe in yourself and you build your self-esteem and you learn and develop and you create a vision and you've got goals and you take your action towards it, all those things really help. But it's a blend of all of them that ends up in success. Just sat there writing out a bunch of goals ain't going to do you any good at all. You've got to take action towards those goals, and you've got to believe in yourself to take the action. So it's just a constant improvement process, in my opinion.
So it sounds like, you know, you have to make all these adjustments in your business to make you better and better and better on the way. But the bit before, surely that's the hardest part, actually launching a business from an idea to a viable business.
I actually think that's the easy part.
Oh, really?
Because when you have an idea, it's like you get all the passion and the excitement you talk about. You know, it's like, I'm going to change the world, you're going to do this, and then nothing. You know, it's kind of, you'll come across problem, and that doesn't work, and everything. And then that's the hurdles to start overcoming. And it's, in my opinion, it's the perseverance and it's the stubbornness that says, actually, I made a decision. This is what I'm going to achieve. This is what I'm going after, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. And it's learning that perseverance, and that is a learnable skill, perseverance. But most people kind of, sorry, not most people, but some people give up before they get to the goal, just before it, because they kind of run out of steam. And it's about learning to become mentally tough through the difficult times. when those problems hit and it's like, okay, how do I deal with this? So in my opinion, it's the getting started, it's the easy part, but it's then having the motivation, the perseverance and the stubbornness to keep going and actually hold through and keep. And what you do is by that is you get a dream. If you get a goal and a dream, and that's what I want to create, and it's down there in the future, and you hold on to that dream throughout all the moments of struggle and problems, then that's what you need to do. And don't worry about the bit in the middle. Just focus on the dream and keep taking massive action towards it. And that's what I've always tried to do. And it's not easy. And I don't live in a world of non-reality. I think you should be focused in the now and very, very in the present moment, and actually realise that if you're in business, it is going to be an awful lot of problems and things you've got to solve. But that's the fun of it. Problems shouldn't be viewed as a problem. It should be viewed as a speed bump. It's kind of like, okay, how am I going to get over this, round it, through it, smash it? How am I going to deal with it? And deal with it.
So a positive mental attitude and an ability to problem solve and think laterally.
I don't think personally it's if you're going to be successful that if you start focusing on the problems intensely, and actually that will take you under. What you got to do is focus on the solution. Okay, so here's a problem. How am I going to deal with it? Come up with a solution, and that solution might not work. We'll come up with another one. Keep coming and keep creating a plan and readjusting and feedback correct. Keep taking feedback from people, from your customers, from your staff, from just from the business environment generally, and keep taking massive action.
Okay.
And hopefully, then you'll normally get there. And there's a great thing about fear. Most people, they come across and they say, "Oh my God, I can't do that." Fear is a massive problem, and the way to deal with fear is just face it. I went skydiving with Duncan recently, and I used to have a bit of a problem with heights, and then I kind of developed myself, and I just jumped out of the plane. It was no issue, and I'm not telling you to impress you about that. It was just I'd learned how to deal with fear. That actually, well, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm not really going to die, but I might be really unlucky. But actually, the chances are that there's more chance driving home.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. Just go and enjoy it and have a great experience and face the fear. And that's what you've got to do as an entrepreneur, is face your fears. And actually, I don't want to pick up the phone, or I don't want to deal with that. And it's don't hide things under the carpet, just attack it. And then normally what happens is the thought of the fear is worse than actually dealing with it. And when you deal with it, the fear dissipates and you just get on with it.